when you calibrate, let's say you were going to recalibrate, it would automatically erase both of those.
Gotcha. It would reset the value.
Exactly. So, so I don't really care what they say now. It's going to tell us that it's going to...
And this screen is what screen again? This is
offset
under work.
settings. And it's work, and offsets are your tool height,
right.
And work is your work coordinate.
Gotcha. So
like for your
work.
drill bits, all of it set to that corner comes from work.
Huh.
Okay. So now we're gonna minimize. We're gonna go to calibrate, measure tool, tool number 9,
which is where the probe is at.
Where the probe is going to be sitting.
Just for video reference.
Yep. So we're going to put in our numbers and our 4.1875. Measure tool. So it's telling us that it's zeroing those out for us.
Okay.
Okay. So we're going to hit OK. We're going to click on cycle start. Okay.
All right.
So now we're going to take the probe to the tabletop to reference the tabletop first. Okay. So it tells us we move the reference to the tabletop surface. So now we're going to hit continue. Click on cycle start. And all that's doing is recognizing that number. Oh, sorry. So now we're going to align the probe with the probe stand.
So pull it down within 1/4 of an inch and centering it on it.
Yep. So like I said, when you have the real one, you'll just line it exactly up because it's 3/4 in diameter. Yes. So we'll hit continue. Cycle start. It'll now touch it 5 times to take the average.
All right.
Okay?
All right.
So what that did now is we're going to go back into our screen. We're in our work coordinate, and it set the Z up. And now we're going to put in our spoil board thickness.
So
ready to go. That was if it was a new spoil board.
I started to say, we need to mic your spoil board for that number, correct?
Well, if it's a new one, you're just going to throw 7.5 in there.
It'll be close enough, it's going to drop down.
Well, you're going to fly cut it anyway to the right height.
Gotcha.
But if you had to do this in the middle of something, you would mic the board or take the number that's already in there and write it down.
Right.
Because it'll always have your updated number. Okay? So now, if we wanted to check it to make sure that it's right, we're going to go right into tool touch off. We're going to hit measure tool, pick number 9, measure tool, and cycle start. We'll take our Z down to within 1/4 inch. We're just going to hit enter, cycle start. It'll touch it twice. It's going to tell us how much it is. 1.8, within 2,000. Hit OK. OK. Exit. We're going to come in here. We're going to go back a page to our offset, because that's where our tools are. And it automatically put it at number 9.
Awesome. So.
Fairly easy, right?
So far so good. And I got it all documented.
So now, let's say we do multiple tools.
All right.
So let's take a look at it. We'll show the guys after this, but I want you to get that concept to be able to teach. So we'll minimize, and we're going to go to tool touch off. we're going to go tools. Let's say there's nothing in. There's nothing in 2. So we're going to go measure tool. We're going to go 1, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's just do 6 for now. I mean, I could do all of them if I wanted.
Okay.
Measure tool. And now this is a trick. So it just takes off one little step, and it makes it easier. When you understand it better, you'll get why it makes it easier. We're going to click on Como, because it puts it into a semi-automatic mode. Once I bring the tool down, I'll just hit enter, and it's going to go into cycle start by itself. Where normally you would hit enter and click on cycle start. Okay, so you'll just watch this time and you'll see.
I got you.
So we'll click on the Como. It's activated, the cycle starts. Take the V down to a 1/4 inch above. All I'm going to do is hit enter. So now I didn't hit on a cycle start.
Right. And so it's touching off.
Okay. The carousel's a little off right now because I fixed the spindle and I didn't rehome the carousel yet. So it's got a little tweak in it. But
so now you get the next one, you set to lower it. It gets you to the point where you lower it back down with your MPG.
And now all I do is hit enter and it takes off by itself. Where remember before I went enter and then clicked on cycle start. It's just taken. People complained about it, so they made it a little bit more automated.
So what about when you're touching off like that? What about the brad point?
Just go to the center.
You can adjust that in Calibrating actually.
That's
We
what
don't,
you're gonna do.
but you can.
Either that or you'll take. I'll show you about the kind of what the offset page looks like now, because we're going to touch our drills off, and then what we can do is there's a wear column. So the difference between the tip of the brad and the outside, I can lower it automatically in here if I don't want to do it in cabinet vision.
Well, I think it has a setting, we've just never used it, so.
Well, but we want to make them the same. I'd like to, and again, because of the time constraint, I'd like to go into that one. And what I have to do is look up or call one of the guys I know to get the FANUC parameter to change it so they're both the same. You know what I mean? If we look at this is a different tool touch off. So I mean, so here I have my height and my diameter offset all in the same line. Over there, you have it in one and then you have offset in another.
Right. Well, 1 and 11.
So I'm going to change them to do the same so that I can run a program there and a program here. Because here I've got 10 tools, so I think following the tool is going to be easier to keep the height and diameter all in the same.
Right, so the wear is the...
So, yeah, so if I have a problem with a tool, like let's say...
Sharpen, I mean, that difference.
Wait, you can do that with the sharpen tool. It doesn't matter, you're touching them off, that's still the height. This wear is if you want to make some kind of little adjustment. Because when they sharpen them, that's the diameter. That's where you're going to put this right here.
Okay, I just didn't see the actual where you can put the diameter, but that maybe
right
getting ahead.
So it says radius.
Oh, radius wear, I got you.
So that's
length
where the
wear and
sharpening
radius
goes in.
wear. I just hadn't got that far yet in your screen.
It's different.
Okay.
So here we can put, like I said, our brad points. Here's where I can put that difference if I want.
I see.
Negative 40 thousandths normally to make a good through hole. But you'll cut it, and then see what you want to add.
Cool.
And then you just put a negative number there, and then subtract it from the tool to make it go down. But now it's kind of funny. When we touch our drills off, though, our drills are going to be negative. For the fact of, you don't ever know, on the drill bank, you don't ever know what the holder size is. You know what I mean? So you can't have any predetermined numbers.
Well, now ours are all 57 millimeter.
No, that's the drill.
Maybe something you're talking about different. Okay.
That's the drill. So you have the holder that the drill goes into. And then you have a set screw on the drill that can adjust the height. So they found, because it was too hard to make them all exactly the same, that we'll just touch them